What better way to finish this video than Wish.com, the content creator? Let's face it, 3/4 you already knew I was talking about. Hello warriors, enlighten a brofist to you all. I'm Myth, the lalafell that no one suspects has several bodies in his basement, and today we are back, and much like post-explosion cleanup, we have a part 2. The What Your Favourite Final Fantasy XIV content creator says about you video broke a record on this channel for most engagement in the least amount of time, and after tons of positive feedback, content creator suggestions, and unsolicited nudes, of course I'm going to give you what you want. After all, I wouldn't be on this platform making this much progress without you, so thank you wholeheartedly. Here is what your favourite Final Fantasy XIV content creator says about you, part 2. Kicking things off with extreme bias, only matched and beaten by a CNN headline, we have Dad Energy himself. Not Daddy Energy, there is a difference. God, I just know I'm gonna have people disagreeing with that and call him Preach Daddy now. You enjoy watching Preach because he's safe and comfortable. He rarely if ever gets involved in the microdramas of the Twitch sphere, and he is genuinely the most welcoming presence of anyone in this content creation space. You also like bedtime stories as a child between touchy uncle sessions, and for that may Preach's Drama Time series continue long into the future. Now as stated, I'm biased. I was a fan of Preach back in the early WoW days when he was just a balding man with his best friend looking to break into YouTube. I mean fuck, my little brother's a mega Preach fan, so side note, if I ever get to meet or collab with him on this YouTube journey, I'ma use it to win the sibling rivalry hands down. Most if not all of the WoW refugees who left Azeroth for Eorzea these days came with Zeppler or Preach. I mean fuck, I used to have his Drama Time videos sent to me in Afghanistan just so I can keep up with your guys' stories whilst fighting the naughty people. For those that don't know, Drama Time is a part of a Preach's content where he reads out drama stories sent to him originally from WoW but eventually expanded to encompass everything. He reads them out with an almost childlike countenance at times and is genuinely fucking hilarious, acting as the judge for the author, dropping more premature guilty verdicts than the Trump prosecution. And while he doesn't, and rightly so, let too much of his personal life into his content, you do often see his wife and kids and you can generally see the family man he is behind the cameras. It's endearing if nothing else. And putting away the context of this video for a second, I genuinely recommend if you haven't already, you check him out. I doubt you'll regret it. But fuck, it's a Myth video and I have to roast him, so he's a fake haired person. Don't let him fool you, mullets, manes and mohawks. His hair is faker than an amaranth smile. He's not one of it. Look, he's even pissed off Poseidon. I'm really sorry, Preach, I love you and this is a low blow. But that was the perfect note to transition with, because next up we have the thirstiest female Final Fantasy XIV content creator on the internet. Yes, of course, we are about to pay a tribute to Avvycatte. You may not have heard of it yet, but trust me, you will. All signs point to the stars for this Makote, and I'd believe it wholeheartedly. I don't make the first claim lightly. Watch your ultimate character tier list and tell me I'm wrong when I suggest you should have given Estelle a couple of friction burns before recording that. You're an Avvycatte fan because you're a unique breed. You know every dance emote, have more glamours than inventory space, and still get lost in Labyrinth of Ancients. Yes, even after this past year, watching the content is like finding a map in a treasure chest you didn't know you needed and now you can't imagine life without. And trust me, it's good that she's not just another glamorized boss guy gal, because the way she speaks about some of these guys, those guides would end up in a woman's magazine under steamy romance novels. Avvycatte doesn't just create content, she creates a community. She has a natural charisma that you just can't help being drawn towards, and a quirky sense of humour that comes off more innocent than tryhard. She knows the real endgame is fashion, and where every new recipe or housing item deserves a 2-hour stream, and where no amount of Dragoon floor tanking memes is too many. I don't blame you for joining me on her hype train early days, as it's evident she has all the makings of the next big content creator in this space. And in some cases, the journey is what makes the destination so great. But seriously, Avy, have a drink of water before recording. The way you talk about some of these guys, that poor chair must be damper than a cinema seat cushion at a Magic Mike showing. And speaking of horny women, smash that subscribe button for something completely unrelated. Me and my journey to those same heights. It's a privilege that you guys have chosen me as your denizen of chaos, and like one of my victims strapped to an air balloon, I'll never let you down. And hey, if you want to go that extra step towards supporting this channel, why not hit that join button and become a member? The loyalty badges are almost finished. Yes, they're fancy vulnerability stack, and I will shortly be providing live premieres of every video so we can flirt and talk about cats while we wait on a timer like a particularly strict edging session. Also, whilst you're here, I'm on a mission to get one of these beautiful beings to react to these videos, so if you've got connections, use them. And if either of you are watching right now, leave a comment, it would make my day. What better way to finish this video than Wish.com, the content creator? Let's face it, 3/4 you already knew I was talking about Desperus, and to the other 1/4, oh my sweet summer child, you'll see. You're a fan of Desperius because you're a fan of convenience, having everything you could possibly search for reliably in one place, regardless of whether it's ill-gotten gains. And let's face it, whether you like him or not, there is a lot of ill-gotten gains in Desperius' content. Whether it's 2-minute repost from a live stream, a reposted trailer the same day as the trailer is released, someone else's fucking video with music over the top, and hell, even a video you can guarantee you've seen elsewhere before, there is no denying Desperius sometimes falls into the hole that is less about entertaining his audience and more about farming those who will click the video regardless for revenue. However, snuck in besides all this controversy, extremely helpful guides across a variety of content Final Fantasy XIV has to offer, as well as bold content surrounding the game's modding scene. Now, full disclosure, I was a Desperius fan. The Arthur's incident was the last straw for me, and I'm not going to rehash it here because this isn't an attack, but to me, Desperius goes through phases. When he wants to create content, it's at the very least okay. He means well and it's almost helpful, and that's Desperius at his best, and hell, it's why he's grown. But between this is a fucking dump of lazy reposts, some of which are about as transformative as a rock, and I'm 69% positive he saw fair use and 40-minute free use, stolen content, or just soulless, objectively incorrect content, hence his Wish.com nickname. Being a Desperius fan says nothing negative about those who still are. Desperius Desperus is a convenience and is extremely reliable when it comes to searching for guides. However, there is something to be said about the accuracy of the information he gives, and that's not hate, that's just pointing out he got banned from the Balance Discord for spreading objectively false info and self-promoting. New players don't know this, however, and I will never criticize a willingness to learn and want to improve. What do you think? Let me know in the comments down below, alongside what content creators you want to see in part 3. Check out the content creators from this video in the description below, and smash that subscribe button to help this Lalafell soar to new heights in this space. And whilst you're considering becoming a member, why not click this? Because YouTube wants to keep you on the platform, and why wouldn't you listen to an AI that may one day be capable of carpet bombing your home? Shh, don't talk shit about it, it can hear you.